Good morning, everybody. A very warm welcome to today's Tech Friday SA session. My name is Samantha Barnard, and if you are watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, please do give this a like. Say hello to me in the comments. I can see your comments on my secondary screen here, so please use the comment section throughout this presentation because it's a very exciting Tech Friday SA session that is lined up. So, often, our South African NGO clients, they're used to our Tech Friday SA sessions in our NetSquared Facebook group, and I'm absolutely honored to announce that we have moved our Tech Friday SA sessions to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we are giving you multiple ways to watch us on a Friday morning, and I'm very delighted to welcome NGO clients in all of our neighboring countries. We are now TechSoup in Southern Africa. So for our regular NetSquared South Africa members that are watching this, please do go into the comments and welcome NGOs from Zimbabwe, Zambia. I see some NGOs from Namibia obviously streaming in. Very warm welcome. Angola, Lesotho, Eswatini, Malawi, Mozambique. I mean, we have a full house today. So please do extend the hello to our neighboring country NGOs. And if this is the very first time that you are seeing me on your screen and you don't quite know what Tech Friday SA is, well, we at Pombano Tech, we administer the TechSoup program in your country. We provide your nonprofits with access to donated and discounted software solutions. And every Friday, we are going to use our social media to provide you with a free training session. Usually our Tech Friday SA sessions are about an hour long. We do encourage you to participate with us in the session. We are here to spend time with you on social media, and each week has a different topic. So today's topic is all about how nonprofits can work remotely using Microsoft products, and it's a very exciting topic because a lot of you, no matter where you are based, a lot of you are busy porting over onto a fully fledged remote working system. You send us many questions about which tech tool to use, how to use them, where can you get discounts, and today I'm going to focus solely on the Microsoft product offering. A very warm thank you to those of you that registered to attend this event via email. I will be reaching out to you via email a little bit later on this afternoon. So please do get your notebooks ready so that you can take down notes. Housekeeping notes very quickly. This session is being recorded. It will be available for you to view later on again. And the reason why we're doing that is because I know that some of you may need to go back on your notes. You may want to take some information from the presentation, and you may need to use it as motivation to either a decision maker in your nonprofit or to a fellow board member. If there's anything that you need from us that is not on your screen during this session, please do reach out to us on the email that is on your screen. It should be towards the bottom of your screen, which is techsoup@pombano.org.za. Arnold Netchambidi, he's based in our Johannesburg office. He has direct access to that email. Many of you know him, many of you love him, and he will be able to assist you further if the rest of our team are in meetings. To get started, I would like to highlight the fact that everything that I'm going to speak about during this session has a direct link to an amazing resource called the Microsoft Digital Skills Center. And there's a bit.ly link on your screen, which is going to take you to the TechSoup Courses Africa platform, which is housed by our Africa partner in Kenya. And I encourage you to please go and have a look at that Digital Skills Center after this session, because if you are needing free courses from Microsoft experts to help you with your onboarding system, to help you learn how to use some of the tools that I'm going to be discussing today, that is the resource that the TechSoup team, as well as the Microsoft team, have created exclusively for you as a nonprofit organization. You can find many courses there, and I just want to give a big shout out to the TechSoup Kenya and Africa team that's on the call at the moment. Hello, good morning. We spend so much time together building these resources for the African continent, and I do encourage you all to please go and have a look at the Digital Skills Center for TechSoup courses in Africa. Next up, before we get started, I also want to highlight the fact that we do have a dedicated website for Microsoft Cloud Solutions for NGOs in Southern Africa. It is csp.pombano.org.za, and on the screen you can see just a quick screenshot of our frequently asked questions page. We have also recently translated some of this content into different languages. We are working very hard to make our content more inclusive, and please do reach out to us if you have any suggestions or any other questions that you think should be reflected on that page. But please don't go look at it now. Please look at it after the session, because I am going to be highlighting many of what's on this website throughout the presentation. Also, to add, on this website, you will see that there are direct links to our social media accounts, and there is a subscribe button. I encourage you that if you are incredibly serious about your cloud transformation in your nonprofits and you are wanting to adopt Microsoft technologies, to please subscribe on our website. Every week, we'll be sending you a resource. It's an email resource, so there's no charge to it. What you do need to do is make sure that once you subscribe, you'll get an automated email from our email provider, and you need to click again. That is to verify that you're not a robot. And then you will get an email from us once a week about Microsoft Cloud products. Last little bit of a housekeeping note is that November 2020 is a very exciting month for these social media platforms that you are watching me on. Okay, we are going to be focusing on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and our CSP website for the month of November on the topics that are on your screen. We are digging deep into Teams, and we are going to be giving you blog resources, email resources, and social media graphic resources to help you navigate onboarding teams in your organization. We're also going to be talking about some on-premise solutions, because if you haven't yet upgraded your Office 2010, please do so. Support ended from Microsoft for Office 2010 last week. There is a blog post on the CSP website for you to go and have a look at, and we will be discussing that on our social media during the month of November to help you upgrade your on-premise software. We're also going to be giving you some updates during the month of November, because we know that a lot of NGOs are doing some last-minute year-end fundraising, and the Microsoft solutions are there to help you. So please do have a look at all of our social media campaigns. But the one that I'm most excited about is our self-care element. We understand that at this time of the year, we're tired, especially with everything that 2020 has delivered us, not just as nonprofits, but also in a personal point of view, us as people. And what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to reach out to organizations through our social media, provide you with some tips during November 2020 about how to take good self-care when it comes to digital overload, how to take a break from your screen, when to recognize that you need to do that, because as much as what our tech donors are here to give us tech, they also want to help us use tech more responsibly, and so that we can avoid fatigue and burnout. So I'm super excited about that during November 2020. All the links are on our website, and they will be on the screen as we go through the presentation. We have got some of our team members in the comment section down below. So if you do want some direct links, just give Di a shout out, say hello to her or Arnold, or you can email us, and we're happy to send you all the links after the presentation. So I wanted to give a quick overview of Microsoft and what's on offer for your organization, because some NGOs are coming to us and saying, you know, which one should we go for? Should we go for cloud or should we go for on-premise? And I always believe that a good starting point is to understand the difference between the two. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to imagine that your device, your computer, your laptop is a car. And this car has to have an engine in order to work. And your engine is your operating system. So your device needs to have a compliant and updated and a proper engine in order to do what you need it to do. And that's your operating system. Now, if you are not wanting to go to the cloud route, Microsoft has an operating system for you called Windows 10, and that's available as an on-premise purchase. And that is a discounted option through the TechSoup store in your country, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later on as well. But if you are wanting to go cloud option, you can get that engine, so to say, that operating system through Microsoft 365, or abbreviated as M365 on your screen. And the important note about this is to please reach out to us to let us know, because there are some system requirements with regards to having the Windows 10 upgrade via M365 and what your current device is sitting at in terms of an engine. So please, before you do go and purchase or apply for any of the M365 subscriptions, please do come and chat to us and check with us about your operating system, because the engine is incredibly important for us to start off with and to help you make sure that everything is working correctly, because you then are going to want to add on other applications to your vehicle. So think of it as electric windows, power steering. Do you want to have fancy seat covers, for example? And this is where your office applications come into play. So we sort out your engine, you've got your device, which is your vehicle, and now we're going to add on some functionality as to what can make your life better when you're working remotely. Now, again, you'll see that Microsoft has got both options available for you. They've got the on-premise, which is your Office Standard. Currently, we are now in Office Standard 2019 as an on-premise option, because support for Office 2010 has ended. It doesn't mean that if you've got Office 2010 that you can't still use it. You most definitely can. It just means that Microsoft is not providing any more upgrades or any more support for it. The problem with that is that you could be putting your device at risk by using outdated software. So please do come and speak to us about upgrading to Office Standard 2019 if you're wanting to stay on an on-premise route. But if you are wanting to go onto a cloud route, you can see that M365 offers you exactly the same as the on-premise. It's just delivered in a different format for you, and that's through the M365 offering. So Office Standard and your common Office applications includes Word, Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, and that's on your on-premise. That's what usually you would use your Office apps for. And then on M365, with cloud technologies, there's some extra add-ons that you can actually add from an application point of view with your subscriptions. Very, very important for sort of working remotely and collaboration is your online storage. And really, I believe this is the most requested feature from our nonprofit clients, and that is, how do I collaborate with our team members if we're situated all over the African continent, and where do I now store my documents? Many South African NGOs have come to us, especially during Alert Level 5, Alert Level 4, Alert Level 3 of our country lockdown, and said, I can no longer access my office to get my LibreArch files with all my printed out documentation. What do I do? This is where the absolute beauty of the cloud is the most powerful thing ever. I don't know how else to say it, because I'm absolutely blown away with the way that NGOs are using cloud technology, and particularly from Microsoft OneDrive for Business, and how they're using the SharePoint, Teams, OneDrive, all the applications to not only store their documents, but to collaborate with other team members while you're sitting at different locations. So if you are going to stay on an on-premise setup on your device, you don't have access to the online storage. That is a separate purchase that you need to make. But if you are going cloud, and if you are going to be applying for M365, the good news is that Microsoft is going to give you 1 terabyte of OneDrive storage per licensed user. And I'm going to speak to you about that just now in the next couple of slides. Of course, as you're watching me now live streaming, there's been a huge increase in the adoption of video calling tools. I'm sure many of you are spending many hours during the day watching someone like me deliver content to you in this format. And there are multiple options available for your nonprofit to explore. But an exciting one from Microsoft is Teams. Teams allows you to do video calling, video conferencing, to have one-on-one team meetings, for example, but it also taps into your cloud storage and your collaboration tools as well. So it's not just for video calling, it's not just for having online meetings, but it also allows you to tap into your actual team, so that's your nonprofits team collaboration channels, to be able to share documents, work on documents together, and even work on documents while having a video call with your team members at the same time. So it's been a very, very powerful tool that nonprofits have adopted when working remotely. And it's the one that has delivered the most in terms of collaboration support for our NGOs in our region. And I'm going to pause here to say hello, Namibia. Hello, Malawi. I'm so excited to see you here. This is our first time live streaming to our Southern Africa region. And it makes me so happy to see everybody, because I speak to our South African NGOs like this every Friday, and I have been for about a year. And I'm just so thrilled to see NGOs from other countries. So welcome and hello. Now, this tool is highly requested. Every single time I have a live streaming session, or if I speak, particularly a conference in South Africa earlier this past month was Trialogues, and everybody was asking me, M&E tool, M&E tool, M&E tool. And I'm very happy to announce that Microsoft have updated their Dynamics 365 for Nonprofits website landing page. Please do reach out to us on email so I can send you that link, or later on after the session, I will be back in the comments and I will post it for all of you a little bit later on. But Dynamics 365, which was typically built for business in mind, has now been adopted to be able to provide you as a nonprofit with a tool to engage with your donors and volunteers, to connect with your beneficiaries, and to manage your finances. It's a phenomenal M&E tool that NGOs are using. I encourage you to please go onto the Microsoft Nonprofits website, have a look at their Dynamics 365 landing page, and go and see the case studies from a lot of NGOs that are currently adopting this through their M365 journey. This is something that many NGOs are adopting, and they're adopting very quickly. And the beauty of it is that you can integrate it with things like your Teams, like your Outlook. There's no need to now have 10 different apps or 10 different service providers trying to tap in to, let's call it, your global nonprofit software and your operating systems. So please do go and have a look at that. And most importantly, look at the case studies. We as NGOs, we love our case studies. We love to see how other NGOs are adopting this technology. And I'm really happy that Microsoft have designed this in such a way that nonprofits can now use it as their M&E tool. So that was a quick overview of how NGOs are using some of the technology from Microsoft. And now I'm going to feed off of your questions in the comment section. And for the duration of this presentation, we are going to be very practical. I'm going to be giving you so much information about how to access the Microsoft tools. And you'll see that there are a couple of pointers on your screen, which I'm going to go through with you one by one to help make the journey to the cloud, or to help you upgrade your on-premise software correctly and give you all the information that you need. So if you want to take a photo of this screen, please do. You can reflect back on it later on. If you're wanting to jot down notes, here's your chance. I'll try not talk too quickly, but if you do want access to this information, please do email us on TechSoup@pombano.org.za, and we will get this information over to you. Now, if you have not yet already heard, or if you have not yet already applied, I encourage you to please do an application for 10 free M365 Business Premium seats or licenses. It is available to eligible organizations in our region from Microsoft. And on the screen, you can see all of the functionality that it comes with. So this is directly speaking to those of you that are wanting to move to the cloud, particularly for your remote work and your collaboration tools. Microsoft have very generously afforded eligible nonprofits access to 10 free licenses. And what you're going to receive is all of your Office apps. And the beauty of this is that you can actually download your Word, your Outlook, your Excel, and so on onto your physical device. Some of the other M365 subscriptions allows you to use those apps online. So you have to log onto office.com with your email address and actually access your Word, your Excel, your PowerPoint online. But with this free offer, you can download those applications, use them on your device, and it's proving to be a very popular option for NGOs. It also includes Teams. So I've just spoken to you about how NGOs are using Teams and how phenomenal it is. Through this offer, you're going to get access to Teams as well. One seat, which means one license out of the 10. Well, not out of the 10. One seat equals one license, and you can apply for 10 seats. But each seat covers Office apps on 5 devices per user. So if I apply for this license as Pombano and we receive 10, me, which is sam@pombano.org.za, I will be classified as one seat. What I will then be able to do is I'll be able to put it onto my, put it onto my phone, put it onto my laptop. Maybe I have a tablet, then put that software on there as well. This is going to give me access to putting it onto 5 of my devices. And each one of the 10 users can do that, which is an amazing offer from Microsoft. It also includes advanced security. So you've got your Microsoft Defender and conditional access. And especially for those of you that are working with food security at the moment, this has proved to be incredibly, incredibly powerful for some of your M&E needs, and also for some of your donor sort of engagement needs and feedback needs, because you need to secure your data and your devices as well. It includes encryption for very sensitive data. So this is more for your healthcare organizations, your religious organizations, maybe organizations that are dealing with a lot of sensitive information about people or about animals. This does include encryption, which if you want to know more about encryption, please do a Google search. There's phenomenal resources to explain what encryption is and how important it is for us as NGOs to use technology that has that. Each user gets 1 terabyte of cloud storage, which is huge. It's huge. It's the largest amount of cloud storage that any tech donor is giving nonprofits. So thank you very much to our tech donor, Microsoft, for that. And I want you to note that with this storage, you can use it not just for collaboration, so not just to save your funding proposals or your beneficiary Excel spreadsheets, but it's also for your backups. Use your storage wisely. And if you've got access to 5 devices from one seat and you can split that storage over your devices, there's a really creative way that you can actually tap into which device does a backup, which device do I then, have all my photos on, and so on. So be creative with that. And then lastly, additional users can be added on from $5 per month per user, which in South African currency, more or less 82 Rand a month. So the importance about this is that if you apply for the 10 free licenses, I don't want you to feel that you are only restricted to using that if you've got more than 10 people. The beauty of M365 and Microsoft's offering to us as NGOs is that you can mix and match. You can have, for example, your executive director could have M365 Business Premium because he or she needs the functionality, but your fundraiser might need Business Standard and might only need certain pieces of technology through the cloud. And as an organization, you can mix and match that. And that has been, without doubt, one of the lifesavers with regards to remote work for NGOs, particularly now and for most of COVID response in 2020. The ability to mix and match and so on is phenomenal. And then to put it down to pricing, to get all of this technology for $5 per month, plus minus 82 Rand, let's call it less than 90 Rand a month per user. It's a huge cost saving. I mean, that's heavily discounted. You're not going to be able to buy these pieces of technology, and put them together and match this price. So Microsoft have definitely kept in mind as well that if you need more than what they're giving to you as a donation, they're also going to heavily discount the software. Now, if you are not wanting to go the cloud option, let's say maybe you don't need to have all the functionality, or maybe you're in an area that still doesn't have a proper Wi-Fi or data infrastructure set up. You can still rely on Microsoft to give you access to donated or heavily discounted solutions. And one of the heavily discounted solutions is our on-premise solutions. And how you access that is through us as Pombano. And I'm highlighting our logo here because this is an opportunity for me to explain to you that the NGO, or the nonprofit that myself and Arnold work with, which is Pombano, we administer the TechSoup program. So TechSoup Angola, TechSoup Malawi, TechSoup South Africa, TechSoup Eswatini, our entire Southern Africa region. Whenever you see the TechSoup name, we are the behind the scenes NGO. We are also a nonprofit, Pombano Tech, and we administer that program through to you. So if you see us on social media as Pombano, and then you see TechSoup as well, it's the same people. It's just that we do some different things in Pombano also other than TechSoup. So you're welcome to reach out to there as well if you have got any questions about the TechSoup offering. But if you are wanting to access on-premise solutions, what you need to do is you need to sign up to your country-specific TechSoup website. Very exciting as well is that we're busy upgrading all the websites. So there's a new look and feel to a lot of them. Some of you that have been customers of ours for many, many years, you may have noticed that there's a rebrand busy taking place. We're making it more user-friendly for you as well. So we appreciate your feedback on that and letting us know that you are recognizing it. But for those of you that have never heard about us, and this is the very, very first time, please go onto your country-specific TechSoup website. There is a global URL, which is meet.techsoup.org. When you go onto that website, there's an option that says select your country. Please choose your country from that drop-down, and it will take you to the relevant country TechSoup website. Once you are there, please register yourself in your personal capacity as a user. You will then be validated typically by Arnold, and I see he's in the comments here as well. He does so much work for all of you from the TechSoup side. He will talk you through the process if need be. You just need to reach out to him. But what he's going to do is he's going to then validate your email. He's then going to prompt you to then register your organization profile on the TechSoup country-specific platform. So what we need is we need to know who you are in your personal capacity so we can send you communication. And then you also then need to do a secondary step, which is tell us which organization are you representing. What happens in this part of the process is that Arnold and the rest of the TechSoup team, they match your activity code based on what your organization does. And that activity code is incredibly important because there are multiple donors on the TechSoup platform, and Microsoft have a specific need when it comes to what they're going to donate to you and what your activity codes are. So please take your time in doing this part of the registration. Reach out to our team if you're not quite sure, because we do need to match you with the correct activity code so that we can match you to the correct tech donors. Once that's happened, you will probably get a request from Arnold and our team to get some validating information. So an NPO or an NPC certificate, a PBO letter, trust deeds. This is in a very South African friendly format. So for our neighboring countries, you may have different names for your eligibility documents. Again, please reach out to us on the email on your screen, and we can help you better understand which country needs which type of document and help you with that registration process. Once you've done that, you have access to the TechSoup store. And when you go onto the TechSoup store, you can click on the Microsoft donor and you can go and purchase Office 2019. And all the details will be on that page. We as the entire team, we are behind the scenes. We get your emails. We see what orders you're placing to help you through that process. So again, if you need to upgrade your on-premise software, if you're looking for a Windows operating system, Windows 10, if you're looking for Office 2019 standard, if you're maybe looking for Office Pro and you want to go on to some other level of needs with Office on-premise, please do reach out to us. But your starting point is the TechSoup country-specific website. Everything is on there, and we are here to help you with that. Now, if you don't want Office on-prem through Microsoft or the Microsoft on-premise solutions, and you are porting fully onto cloud, we as Pombano and through TechSoup and with our partnership with Microsoft, we are your cloud service provider for the region so that you can access donated Microsoft nonprofit solutions. So that's why our website is called CSP. It's an easy way to always remember us, cloudserviceprovider.pombano.org.za. If you go there, you'll only see nonprofit solutions. We've built it exclusively with nonprofits in mind, and it's all about the Microsoft Cloud solutions because we are one of their providers to you in this region. Now, there are a couple of ways that you can access M365 solutions, and I wanted to detail it on the site for you because sometimes our NGO clients are getting a little bit confused where maybe you follow Microsoft directly on social media and you've seen them, maybe with a post and they're directing you to the Microsoft website. And then you're like, well, I've heard TechSoup say I've got to apply through TechSoup. So this is the chance for me to just establish that you can apply in multiple ways and you will still be able to access the solutions that I've spoken about today. One of the most popular ways is to obviously apply directly on the Microsoft website. This option is predominantly for those of you that have got a internal technical department. You know what a Microsoft tenant is, you know about email migration, you know exactly which solution you want. You don't really need to sort of mix and match your subscriptions on a sort of sales page because you know exactly what your needs are. You apply directly on the Microsoft website. You deal directly through the application because you know exactly what needs to be done. Okay, that is option number one. Option number two is if you are unsure of terms like what a Microsoft tenant is, which sort of subscription should I go for, how do I apply, maybe you don't have enough time to apply. We and our team, we are here as the CSP providers for the region, and we are giving you free consultations with the support of the TechSoup Global team, the TechSoup Africa team, and Microsoft themselves. They have come to us, they are supporting us so that we can spend time with your organization free of charge to consult with you. On the CSP website, there is an intake form for you to complete in order to book a consultation with us. Most of it is done via email, and the first part of it to book the consultation is done via email, but you'll note on the intake form that you can put in your telephone number, alternative contact details, and you can tell us when you would like our team to call you. Now, very important for our neighboring countries is that we, which is myself and Arnold, and then one of our other team members, Lelo, she is based in Johannesburg with Arnold, and I'm based in Cape Town. We're based in South Africa. So when we call you and when we try and reach out to you, you might see a South African number. It's not spam, it's us. So please do bear that in mind so that you don't miss our call and then think that we're not trying to call you back. We are legit. We are here on your screen. And this is a part of the process with regards to reaching out to us for a free consultation. Another portion of the application process where we can guide you is to email us directly on techsoup@pombano.org.za, or you can call us as well. It's available on all of our social media. It is a South African landline number. You're welcome to reach us out. We'll reach out to us on a telephone call, and we can guide you through the process. But this is how your organization can start applying for the Microsoft Cloud solutions that I've just spoken about. Now, in doing that, there are some very, very important notes that I need to highlight about the M365 application. Number one is that you must take note of the M365 eligibility guidelines on Microsoft's nonprofit website. Okay, there are some organizations that can't apply for this. There are some organizations where you may need to not apply for this offer. You may need to maybe apply for something more geared towards a volunteer setup. There are multiple plans, there are multiple eligibility guidelines. So please, 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 if you are going to be doing an application directly on Microsoft's website, please check the eligibility before doing so. We unfortunately cannot assist you after the application if it is declined because you haven't read the eligibility. We can only guide you if you do come to us. We send you this link, we go through it with you, we do the consultation with you, and we explain this process with you. So you need to weigh up the options here, whether you're wanting to apply directly on Microsoft and just sort of go full steam with the application, or if you need us to guide you through the process. If you do select us to guide you through the process, please, please, please send us the correct information on the intake form. Lelo, if you are here in the comments, I just want to say thank you to you on behalf of everybody watching. I know that you have tried to reach out to organizations, but unfortunately the email addresses are incorrect. The telephone numbers, maybe digits have been swapped around. So please, if you are completing our intake form, please do put in the correct contact information because our team is actively going to try and contact you to talk you through this process. We do need to make sure we can reach you. We will send you emails. So please make sure that the email address that you're using is not one that you only check every services with you. So please keep that in mind. And if you do tell anybody about this, please do get them to cross-check the contact information that they're sending us so that we can contact them accordingly. Also very important is to take note of the time frame for the application and delivery of M365. Now, all of you that are watching are nonprofits, and I'm sure you all understand what a donor is. Microsoft in this case is your donor. Yes, they've got software solutions that you may need to use today, but because they are donating 10 free, very powerful licenses to your organization, there is a process that you need to go through because they are your donor. They're no longer, sort of seen as your technical provider or your service provider. They are now the donor giving you a donation, and they need to be thought of such during this process exactly the same way as you would treat any other donor. The reason why I say that is because Microsoft do have a time frame set to the application process and the delivery process. There are so many things that are happening behind the scenes to validate that your organization is eligible to receive the donation, to get you set up onto it, and to award your organization with this phenomenal donation. So please do bear in mind that when you do the application or when you're speaking with our team, we do detail to you what the time frame is. As with everything else that is happening at the moment, there is a slight delay some days because of a COVID response. There is a little bit of a backlog in connection with people are working remotely, people are not working the normal times before we went under lockdown. So please do keep that in your mind. We most definitely don't want this to be a frustrating part of the process for you. We are here to help you receive this donation if eligible, but you must know that there are some waiting periods and Microsoft has it listed on their website. You will also get that in automated emails throughout the application process, not just from Microsoft, but also from us. So please do read those very carefully so that you can understand what time frame your application has been given to receive the licenses. And then before I go into the Q&A section, I just wanted to reach out and give you the opportunity to write down our contact details. Again, we as Pombano, we are a nonprofit ourselves. We're based in South Africa. We administer the TechSoup program, and you can reach us on our South African landline, that number that is on your screen. If you are wanting to find your TechSoup country-specific website, please go to meet.techsoup.org, and you can find us on social media called TechSoup in Pombano. We've got amazing posts scheduled for November, some amazing blog posts surrounding Teams, for example, like 10 Teams features that your organization needs to know about. So I do encourage you to please contact us, but also bear in mind that those that you're seeing on the screen, which is myself, Arnold, Di, Spa, and Lelo, there are 5 of us. We are the dream team that is providing support to 10 countries. So if there is a little bit of a delay in terms of if we reply to your email within 24 hours, please note that that's why. But do reach out to us and do keep in touch with us if you are really serious about moving to cloud and you need full-on assistance with that, or if you need to upgrade your software because of the new security updates and the end of support for Office 2010. We are here to assist you. So now I'm just going to check some of the questions and comments that are coming in. because I usually set our Tech Friday sessions to about an hour so that you can plan to have an hour. But I do like to sort of let you all go from the session a little bit earlier. From a self-care point of view, it's nice for you to block out an hour on your diary to spend with us, but then to at least use about 15 minutes to actually on your own take a breather, go through everything that I've presented this morning, and not have to watch me for an hour. So we will be finishing before 11 o'clock. But I do want to just say hello to everybody that is commenting in our comment section. And I know that Arnold has been responding to everybody. I think I'm using some new software, so we're streaming on 3 different platforms at the same time, which is just amazing from a technology point of view. But I do need to just catch up on who is actually saying good morning. And I see some of the Kenya team is here. Good morning. Please do also note that if you are going onto the TechSoup courses website, and I'm going to go back to that slide very quickly. If you are going to make use of the Microsoft Digital Skills Center, and you are logging in, there we go, and you are logging into it from South Africa. Our TechSoup Africa Regional Center is based in Kenya. So when you follow that bit.ly link, you are going to go onto a Kenya website. Some NGOs have said to us, I think I clicked on the wrong site because now I'm, with like TechSoup Kenya. No, you're definitely on the right side if you're wanting to access some of the courses that they've got there. And the Microsoft Digital Skills Center has specific Microsoft courses that are free of charge. So you can learn about how to use Word, you can learn about Excel, you can learn about PowerPoint. And the beauty of going through our TechSoup courses platform is that you will receive a certification of attendance. You'll be able to also monitor which courses you are sort of busy with, and have access to other courses because you're going to use one sign up which is linked to your email, and everything is housed on one platform. So I just wanted to highlight that because I see that coming through in one of the comments about what about the TechSoup courses in Kenya? I'm on the platform now. Are you not based in South Africa? Yes, we are, but all TechSoup partners in Africa, we are all using the same website to deliver all NGOs with the same courses, and that is based in Kenya. So I see some of the other questions coming in is relating to our CSP website, and I see that yes, I can definitely go on to that next slide quickly. So thank you for that question. All right, here we go. You can see it. So that is our CSP website, and I'm going to go through it very quickly because I do apologize, Sylvia. I went through it a bit too quickly for you, so thank you for slowing me down. On the CSP website, you can access it by csp.pombano.org.za. You are going to see a couple of different things on there. Number one is you're going to see our homepage, and on our homepage, you're going to see regular updates if any come in from Microsoft about either a new blog post that we've uploaded or a new course that might be available. But the homepage is going to give you some dedicated information about cloud services. You're also going to see a resources tab. The resources tab is one that I'm on very often. I provide all the blog content on the particular page on CSP, and every single week, particularly for the month of November, we're going to be publishing a blog about teams specifically because that's our theme for November. But if you click on the resources link, you can go and see all of our previous articles and blogs. And there's a lot of ways that you can incorporate some of the written format of the training from that resources tab. You'll also see a move to the Microsoft Cloud tab. That is our intake form for if you're wanting our team to help you with the CSP process, or should I say the Microsoft application process for M365. Di and myself receive a notification if you complete that form. Di is in the comments on Twitter, I believe. Hey, Di. So just know that if you do complete that form, this is what I look like on your screen. Di, I'm sure you're seeing in the comments. We are the ones that receive that, and then we then forward it on to our CSP team in Joburg, which is Arnold and Lelo and Spa. And then we've got the FAQ tab, and there we've got questions like, what is cloud computing? Will the cloud take my job? How can I apply for things? So please do spend some time. You can see we've got it in other different languages as well. And often we find that nonprofits use this portion of the CSP website to then motivate to their boards or to a decision maker that you need to port to the cloud. Our subscribe button on CSP is for you to sign up to our email newsletters, which we deliver once a week with a recap of what we've been posting on social media, any news and updates from Microsoft, or events like this, exclusive invitations to our free to attend events just like this. But just remember that if you subscribe on the CSP website, you will only receive emails about the Microsoft Cloud. So if you do want to have other emails from us about any other tech donors, you then need to subscribe directly on the TechSoup country-specific website. And then there's a link, well, there are 3 links there at the moment. One is to our TechSoup Facebook page, one is to our Instagram account, and one is to our Twitter account. I will add in our YouTube account a little bit later on, but we've just started with our YouTube journey, so I didn't want to overwhelm too many people with that, because I do know that Facebook is our most popular platform for our NGOs. So if you do want the direct link to YouTube for me to email it to you, please do reach out to us at TechSoup@pombano.org.za. Okay, so Leon, I see that for your church you're wanting to apply, and Arnold is going to reach out to you. If there are any other faith-based organizations that are on this call right now listening to me, please note that we've seen phenomenal success with the live streaming element from Teams. So please do come and chat to us about that. Have a look at the Microsoft website as well for case studies. There's so much information available on how faith-based organizations have been using the Microsoft Cloud solutions to adopt to this new way of having to deliver content to their community. But I do encourage all faith-based organizations to please reach out to us and let us guide you through it, because from some of our sort of NGO database community stats, the highest adopters of this technology has been faith-based organizations, particularly during COVID. So Leon, Arnold will definitely reach out to you. And hey, morning, Carol, coming in from Cape Town. Thank you so much for your comments. Hanneli, I see that Arnold has reached out to you. You're looking for how much does the Office 19 or 2019 cost? Depends on which region that you are in. If you are in South Africa, access to Office 2019 is 705 Rand ex VAT. I'm not too familiar what that is with the exchange rate right now in dollar for our other regions, but Arnold will definitely reach out to you. And if you email us, we'll send you an official quotation as well. And then I see, hi, Lelo, good morning. Okay, Gareth. Gareth has asked, if we already have M365 licenses, could we still get the free licenses? Gareth, thank you so much for that question. It's something that we get a lot. My suggestion to you is that we need to ascertain what type of subscription you currently have in order to answer that question. So please do email us on techsoup@pombano.org.za. There may be a way that we can help you with that. It just depends on how your M365 is currently set up at the moment. So please do reach out to us, and Arnold and Spar will talk you through that process. They'll ask you a couple of questions just to have some of your information at hand to see if we can do that. But typically the answer is yes, you can still apply. We just need to know what needs to be done behind the scenes before the fact to see where your licenses are. And some of the information includes, have you paid for a year upfront for your licenses? Are you currently paying for your M365 licenses per month? A couple of those kind of questions we need to ascertain to then be able to tell you solid yes, you can do it now, or actually you need to wait until this year, next time, if you've paid off your licenses on an annual subscription. I hope, okay, it's Bernadine. This is fantastic news. Really want to learn PowerPoint. Bernadine, please go on to the TechSoup Africa courses website. There is a PowerPoint course there available for you to learn. And in the month of November, I will be hosting a Tech Friday essay session just like this about PowerPoint and some amazing resources on how to deliver amazing PowerPoint presentations. So please do go on and learn that or access that course for free before that, but do also keep an eye on our social media for live events like this, particularly around PowerPoint. Okay, Camp Hill Farm community. Hey, one of our regular customers. It's awesome to see you here. You're considering moving to the cloud. This is such an important point that you're raising in just that one sentence, because for everybody watching, moving to the cloud is not something that you should do like this. And it's most definitely not something that you need to make a decision on very, very quickly. We are here to walk you through this process, and whether you decide to go to the cloud today or whether you want to go to the cloud in a year's time, just know that we are here to help you whenever you are ready. As much information as you need to be able to make that decision and to get ready to do it, please come to us and follow us, and we will provide it to you. That is our mission as a nonprofit, to provide other nonprofits with that information for free. Obviously, you do need to pay for certain elements of software, but the actual consultations with us, following our social media, reading our blogs, all of that is free of charge for you as a nonprofit to help you with your cloud journey. What I also want to add into that quickly before I end off this session is that I know that porting to the cloud is very daunting. And I know that the technology, the fast-paced sort of way that technology has been presented to us as nonprofits, for many of you, technology is not your level of expertise that you go and deliver into your community, but it's something that you want to tap into and that you want to use. We are the experts in this, and that is why we are here to help you. And I don't want you to feel afraid of the cloud or worried about reaching out to us to tell us that you're not quite sure about the cloud. We totally understand. And it doesn't matter whether you are an absolute beginner or you are super advanced. We have a solution for you, and we're here to help you. So, Camp Hill Farm Community Hermanus, I wish you luck with your journey to the cloud. I'm sure Arnold and the rest of the team will help you with that. But whenever you are ready, we will be there to support you. Greetings from Malawi. Gosh, Arnold and I were in Malawi. It feels like such a long time ago, also for a Microsoft event. So for those of you that saw myself and Arnold a couple of years ago at the Microsoft event face-to-face, and this is the first time that you're seeing me again on your screen, hey, how are you? I hope you've been well. Thank you for joining us. We can't wait to get back out in the field to come and deliver these kind of presentations face to face. But I do really appreciate you all streaming in this new way of us having to deliver content to you. Okay, so will the presentation be available on YouTube? Yes, it is. Dante, please go onto our YouTube channel, which is Pombano Tech. We're hosting all of our resources for Tech Friday on our Pombano Tech YouTube channel. So please do go and find us there. But after this session, I will come and find your comment on our YouTube channel, and I will just, or on the stream that you're watching, and I will just give you the direct link. And yes, this presentation will be available for everybody to watch afterwards as well. Last question that I can see coming in is from Clara. Are there specific device models that don't work with M365? So the answer is yes and no, Clara. If you're running, or let's say you've got a laptop that was, maybe given to you from 5 years ago, and there are certain system requirements that you need to upgrade or you need to have a look at in order to run something as powerful as Teams, then yes, in that case, there is a way that you can either use an upgraded version of our on-premise software, or you can use the upgraded version from M365 on a different device. But typically, no. There aren't devices that don't work with M365. It just comes down to what you've got onto it, how old it is. I can't say that like this type of phone won't work on M365. It's got to do with the age of your device. It's got to do with your RAM. There's a whole bunch of other things from a system point of view. But again, we can talk you through that. So through our free consultation process, we can actually do a screen share with you one-on-one. We can show you where to access that system requirements and device information on your devices. And we can talk you through what needs to be done either to upgrade your device, to get it ready for M365, or if you've got a very, 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 very old device, we can then also help you set a plan and come up with a way to either get new devices or to go and get some funding for that as well, to run the new updated software on. Okay, last question before I end off, because it's just come through and it's a very important one. Could you please share a little bit about MS Azure in relation to the M365 platform? Yes, so Azure and M365 are both cloud from Microsoft. So the relation is that it's cloud. The relation is that it is Microsoft. And the relation is that Microsoft is also offering a special non-profit offer for Azure to eligible NGOs. So Dumasani, if you could please reach out to us at TechSoup@pombano.org.za. Let us know which organization you're representing and what you're looking for Azure for, whether it be for app building, for backup security, however you're wanting to use it. We can then guide you as to what the application process is, if you're eligible to apply for Azure credits, and so on. But it's something that I can't just detail in this presentation because there's so many different ways that NGOs would use it that we need to first ascertain from you what your needs are, and then we can direct you to the correct landing page and application page for Azure. And that is the end of our broadcast. I actually wanted to end a little bit earlier to give you all some extra time, but thank you for the amazing questions. As mentioned, I am going to be in the comment section down on all of our social media platforms that you've seen this on a little bit later on. But I am also going to be emailing everybody towards the end of this day with a recap of this session, those of you that did register on our events. But if you are on our social media accounts, click like, follow us, subscribe, because you will see a lot of this information over the course of November 2020. We are here to help you with the end of year fundraising, with getting your tech set up for a positive 2021. This is the busiest time of the year for many NGOs when it comes to updating their software. So each week you are going to be seeing me in this format on a Friday for Tech Friday SA. Until I see you all next week, I encourage you to please tell a friend at an NGO about us. We can only keep going if we get your support as a nonprofit. And I just wanted to give a big thank you to the Microsoft team that has not only donated these options to you as eligible NGOs, but has also provided us with so much support and training. We thank you very much. And then a very special mention to the TechSoup team. TechSoup Global, the TechSoup GP team, the TechSoup marketing team, and then of course the TechSoup Africa team, my fellow colleagues on the TechSoup Africa continent. Thank you so much. This has been a long journey for all of us when it comes to cloud and digital transformation with Microsoft for our NGOs. And I'm really excited that we are now doing live streaming all together. We're working on the TechSoup courses platform, and I cannot thank you all enough for your support. Until I see you all next time, stay safe, have an awesome weekend, and take care now.